No, I think the public broadcaster certainly has a role, has a vital role. The question for me is the role of a public broadcaster is to engage with its citizens. So does KBS feel that its citizens are the citizens of Korea in the South or all Koreans? And if that's the case, then how will you serve them? How will you demonstrate to the entire country that KBS is an independent public broadcaster that exists to serve them and their interests? And it's a challenge. But I would say that you've got a vital role to play because I think people in both Koreas will be looking to public broadcasting to sort of show them the way. The principles that we've been talking about here, tolerance, respect, diversity, all of those things I think are universal values.
Right.
And so there really is, I think, a role for the public broadcaster to help bridge those gaps without appearing as though they are simply serving the aim of the government. And that's in Canada we've struggled with the same thing, but I think we've come to a very strong way of distinguishing between the two.
How come?
Well, it's really a question of asserting your independence. And if you believe that your job is to serve the citizens, it's very easy to focus on that and to differentiate yourself from what the government may be doing at any particular time, even if it's something that is a positive thing. The government has its role, the media has its role as well, and it's important to be able that the citizens can tell the difference between those two. I'd say that for the public broadcaster, because trust is such a central issue, the public broadcaster is going to be the one that is going to be motivated by serving the citizens, not for a commercial basis, serving the citizens to provide them with the information they need so that they can engage. And so in a case like Korea, the public broadcaster, to me, by its very role, by the activities that it does, by the services it provides, by, for example, ensuring that there's a platform for citizens to come and exchange views in a way that's civil, that's based on facts, that's a debate that is a healthy debate. That is something both for the citizens and for the people who watch, that they can understand the value of that public broadcaster compared to what the other alternatives out there. Not to say that the private broadcasters don't have a role, but their motivation is different. And so I think you just need to stay true to your motivation. Well, it is, there are moments in time, and this is a moment in time. Whoever is involved in this now, to be able to work for a public broadcaster now, you will look back on this time as a defining moment in your lifetime. And so the opportunity to create social cohesion, to help people who have grown up with differences to understand each other, to see what they have in common, that's a tremendous opportunity. And when you imagine how things are now and how they could be in 15 years, that's a completely new future. You look at, a lot of people during this conference made comparisons to East and West Germany. You look at East and West Germany at the time the wall came down. You look at East and West Germany now. You look at Germany now. It's an exciting time for you to be in right now. It's a fantastic opportunity. It is, and that's true. And I'll tell you, I worked in private media before I worked for the public broadcaster, and I know that journalists in private media, most of them are just as committed to facts, to accuracy, and in a lot of ways, I think there are bridges that can be built between journalists in a public broadcaster and private broadcasters to work together to ensure that citizens have facts, to ensure that the public space is dominated by factual, positive engagement and not things that are untrue or people that are trying to manipulate public opinion.